Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to our special live stream, which I do every single year, which is our Muhurat trading live stream. I'm getting so many messages about Happy Diwali. Oh my God, what's up? So many new members who have joined in today. Hari Prasad, Pavan, then Vaishali, famous movie for you. Then Tamogna Purkayastha. Uma Shankar, then Sanyogita. Sanyogita maybe has also upgraded, maybe. Suhas, then Shri Ramchandran, then Rainbow Kids TV 3, Alisha, then Siddharth Shetty, Sujit, Arthi, Urvashi. आज क्या हो गया? Everyone is joining memberships. Nibetita Nath. Okay, I think it's done now. Thank you so much for such a wonderful response to our membership. Anyone who is opting for membership, ensure that you are subscribing for the Pro Investor membership so that you get one of the most special features, which is Stock of the Month, where I discuss one stock which I believe is a fundamentally strong stock. We try our level best to discuss stocks which are from different sectors so that you get to understand how to analyze stocks belonging to different sectors. Okay. Having said that, let me all first of all wish you a very happy Diwali and a happy New Year in advance. Hope that this Diwali brings in a lot of prosperity, good health, and a lot of wealth from stocks, right? So today when I thought while I do the live stream, I should give some nice target. Of course, we will back that up with some analysis. Not just I feel that it'll happen. I'm not going to do that. If you have seen the title carefully, I've said that can Nifty cross 29,000 before March 2026, and this is a target that I'm talking about for the very first time. Okay, first time I'm saying this, that can we see such a sharp run up in no time? Would that be possible? We are going to discuss that. Yes, of course, we are talking about an all-time high. Arunaji high. She's saying all-time high. I really feel that it could be a possibility. Markets have started to show strength, and how. But where did this target of 29,000 come from? So I'm going to quickly share my screen so that you understand the logic behind it as well, right? So I'll share my screen right away. And now if you see, this is the Nifty chart that you will be able to see on screen in a second. All right. Okay. The net seems to be a little bit slow. Yes. Okay. So this is the Nifty 50 weekly chart that you can see. And I'm sure those who have done my technical analysis course they can guess it in one flash that we can see and you all might be putting up your comments. So you can see here, Acha, by the way, this is where we were right now. I'm just pulling up the daily chart also. So Altar. Now if you see here in a daily chart also, we were struggling to cross this line. Have we crossed this line? Yes. Now this is the previous high. Have we crossed this as well? Yes. So in a zoomed in time frame, daily time frame, we have cleared key resistances, right? Now what about the weekly time frame? Now let me just delete this smaller line for you. And if I were to draw a line from the all-time high right here, what's wrong? 1 second. From here, if I were to draw a line, one and like this, and if I were to even delete this previous line, let me just do it a little bit properly for you. Okay, here we go. So here you can see very clearly it's a textbook pattern cup and handle. This is a cup, this is a handle, weekly time frame Nifty. Okay, now if you were to gauge what could be the target based on the cup and handle pattern, there are 2 points. One is a price target and one is a time target. For the price target, first things first, what do we do? First target typically is the handle, and handle height generally we replicate from the breakout point, right? Now where does this come to? This comes to 26,000. See, I've not drawn it very properly. Once again, it's the breakout. So 26,600 roughly. Okay. So can we beat the all-time high? Ideally, yes. Now comes the main target, which is the cup height. If I were to draw from here to here, and if I were to replicate this, just give me a second. If I were to replicate this, okay, from here, from the breakout point, this comes to 29,400 something. And I'm saying 29,000. Okay. Now the question is, okay, if as per cup and handle pattern, the target is 29,000, has the pattern been formed properly? It has been formed. Is there a breakout? Answer is yes. We have seen a breakout. Question is about the confirmation candle which is being formed right now. So this candle which is in the formation process ideally should close in green. If it closes in green, we should be more than happy with it. Okay. Now comes an important point for the time target. Now for time target, what we do is from this candle, from the formation of cup and handle till the breakout candle, we check how many bars. You can see here 55 bars. Why? Because we are on a weekly time frame. So in simple words, it took 55 weeks of consolidation for this whole cup and handle pattern. Now, after such a long consolidation, the next move comes in one third time. Now, if you ask me why one third, the people who designed the cup and handle pattern, they have put this in theory. It's not my logic. Those people who came up with the cup and handle pattern said whatever time frame we face in the consolidation is divided by 3, and that is our time target. So 55 divided by 3, it will come to 18 point something. 18 threes are 54, correct? 18 point something. Even if I say, chalo, let's put these 10 days of October aside, then we are left with November, December, January, February, four months, and 2 more weeks of March. So ideally, before 31st of March, we should be able to hit the amazing mark of 29,000. And if that be so, that is going to be crazy, right? I'm sure everyone will definitely enjoy such amazing landmarks if we are able to hit. We will talk about one important point that okay, this is about technical analysis, agreed, but what about fundamental analysis? Does fundamental analysis also support such a massive run? Could that be possible? Ideally, yes. Okay. Now, what all things should we look from the fundamental analysis angle is what we are going to discuss now. Number one, from the economic perspective. Number two, we are going to understand from the company analysis perspective also, which is also extremely important. But one point which I feel we should know, that our entire analysis can go for a big question mark if something happens. And what is it if something happens? Which is if US economy goes into a big trouble. I'm sure those who have been tracking US economy for a long time, you already know that their inflation numbers are still not under control. You already know that unemployment rates are pretty much high in USA right now. So we have to keep a watch on US economy. If US economy goes down the drain, if something happens, we get to, I mean, we start getting those numbers that there is a possibility that there could be a recession in USA, then this analysis of 29,000 could have a big question mark. Okay. But if things even remain as is, then ideally, based on the domestic boost that the government has given domestic boost with respect to 3 pointers. Number one, GST. Everyone knows that's the latest news. Tomorrow, I think two or three, I mean, latest as in chronology wise. So GST is one of the recent one where tomorrow, day after tomorrow, will I think complete 1 month of lower GST. Before that, we saw a rate cut from RBI. And one more important point, taxes up to 12 lakhs nil. Now, what will happen with this? Consumption ideally should see a nice boost. But do we expect all these things to play out in Q2? I have my own doubts. Q2 may not be mind blowing. Q2 should ideally be better than Q1, for sure. It should be ideally. But what I'm going to look out for more is the management commentary. How they perceive that, how could the GST rate cuts, how is the consumption or spending, how is it impacting the corporates? So if such commentaries come out to be positive, then I'm sure that Q3 results should be way better as compared to Q2. Q3 results will have also the Diwali impact, even Christmas impact. So all in all, it should have a nice a positive impact on the numbers. So let me just wrap it up for you one more time. At a macro level, what are we looking at? As I said, three major boosters: direct taxation booster, GST booster, and rate cut booster. On a slightly micro level, at a company level, what you all should be doing is Q2 numbers. Check out the Q2 numbers, but more important is Q2 management commentary. That is what you have to check, number one. Number two, what you should have to check is okay, sorry, there was a connection error, I guess. Auto is something which auto numbers definitely can act as a leading indicator. It can tell us as to whether consumption is really increasing or not. You can also check something like advanced tax numbers. Next advanced tax date will be 15th of December. You can check those numbers as well. Many a times management also gives some guidances that we expect la 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 to happen. So please check all these advanced estimates. That will give you a fair enough idea on what could happen. Uh, and if I were to tell you that what happened in the last 1 year because of which we were not able to perform well, let me just pull the screener website for you, so that you will understand that what was wrong in the whole last 1 year. Why were we not really able to perform well? So this is the data, and if you see here, look at this sales growth. Last 1 year, sales growth is 9.9%. We were at single digit sales growth. Profit growth 8.8%, again a single digit growth. And if you look at EPS growth, EPS is your main point, earnings growth, EPS last year and EPS current year, from 51.41 to 53.03. Nothing. This is what, 3 point something percent. With 3 point something percent earnings growth, how can we expect market to perform well? So earnings growth is something which has to be looked at. And the last and a basic question which comes up to our mind is, where can the earnings growth be good? And for that, you have to check the management commentary, right? What is management saying? What is their estimate for top line growth? What is their estimate for bottom line growth? What is their estimate for earnings growth? All these things you'll have to check and gauge which could be the sectors, which could be the stocks, which could be the outperformers in the next 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, whatever. I'm going to talk about three themes today which I feel can do really well in the coming 1 to 3 years time frame. Of course, I've talked about few themes which are like all-time favorites, something like defense. It has to do well in the coming whatever 4, 5, 6 years. But talking about a shorter time span comparative, see, banks and financial institutions are a no-brainer. For a simple reason, typically we say that any sector which is hitting all-time highs before Nifty, that shows inherent strength, and that is banks. I'm sure everyone knows Nifty Bank has already hit an all-time high, correct? So are banks going to outperform? According to me, absolutely yes. Okay. Number two, I feel apart from banks, which is like a logical extension, which will do well along with markets. If markets do well, capital market theme is going to do well according to me. For that, you can check about exchanges. Only one exchange listed, BSE. RTA, one of the major players is CAMS. By the way, these are examples that I'm telling you in the capital market theme. Okay, not recommendations. Then if I'm talking about wealth, it could be something like Nuvama, Anand Rathi, Motilal Oswal, right? So this could be wealth or broking for that matter. So check, or you can also check depositories, correct? So just think of the capital market theme per se. I gave you a few examples, and whichever you feel is fundamentally strong, you can definitely take your own call on that. Second is not the AI theme or the data centers theme, but a logical back calculation of that. If AI were to boom, if data centers were to boom, they need something 24 by 7, which is power. Okay. AI and data centers both need a lot of power, and power demand could boost by 30-40%, is what I read in some reports. Now, for that, can we do unlimited mining? I doubt. I'm sure there'll be a lot of environmental laws also. So governments boost again related to renewables. I know renewables as a theme has not performed crazily well, especially the NBFCs, which are giving a lot of funding to renewables theme as well, or NBFCs which are powering the power sector. They have not done well in the last almost more than a year. They had seen a sharp rally, but last 1 year has been like absolute time pass for them. But I personally again feel that power as a sector can do well, so you can also keep that on your radar. And one last theme is only and only for people who want to take more risk, who are ready to digest the downfall. But if they are willing to do some research, then they should be able to, get some amazing experiences. Reason, or first, let me tell the theme. Theme is SMEs, small and medium enterprises. I intend to take up a separate webinar. We have been investing in SMEs for the past almost more than 2 years, and we have seen a lot of experiences where we went wrong. We have analyzed that why, or some bets which were right, why were they right? Because there is a very wrong or there's a big misconception about SMEs, that all SMEs are fraud. It's not correct. Come on, how can you say that? See, could there be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever SMEs which can be questioned? Yes, absolutely. They could be inflated. I'm sure everyone has read this in the news. No need for me to repeat that again. But there are a lot of SMEs where you will not find such themes in the main board listing. So again, an extremely interesting space to be in. But I always tell that please don't invest if you have only that much money, where you can invest only in one SME or two SMEs. Because unfortunately, if you select one SME and that goes down by 30-40%, and in SMEs this is okay, this is normal, that it goes down by 30%, to kya hua? Normal, okay. I will not even tell about the upside right now, because I mean, crazy pointers we have seen, but that will come only and only with good research. So I will try my level best to do a separate webinar only and only on SMEs. And I'm sure you'll find a lot of value in that as well. But as of now, I request everyone to upskill themselves, because I mean, if things fall in place, market is not going to give you multiple chances of entry now. This market may give true FOMO to a lot of people who may feel that और 3-4 साल कुछ नहीं होता है, this will go. See, I read this somewhere the other day. I have also, I think, noted it down if I'm not mistaken. इतना अच्छा लगा था मुझे. Let me see if I found it. I read it somewhere on Instagram. I think Sonia had mentioned her in her story, that pessimists sound smart, but optimists make money, right? So pessimists may tell you 1,000+ things that this will go wrong, that will go wrong, but optimists are the real people who will make money. And if you want to be one of them, be optimistic about the market, be optimistic about our economy, upskill yourself. And to do that, we are running a separate code, which is Diwali. If you want to enroll for any single course, of course we'll put this in the pinned comment and description also. You can use the code Diwali for a single course. You can also use the code RR combo to avail additional discounts or bigger discounts on combination courses. Anyone who is absolutely new, I would recommend 3 courses to kickstart: basics of stock market, who don't know anything about stock market; fundamental analysis to understand which are good stocks; and technical analysis for when to buy, when to sell. Okay. For those who love technical analysis, one more course highly recommended: price action analysis course. Okay. Anyone who feels basics of stock market I'm good at, then go directly with fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and ultimately, if you want, you can also go ahead with price action analysis. Anyone whose course has expired, you can contact our number, which is 90221966678. I'll note it down as well. For anyone who wants to renew their courses, whose courses have expired and they want to renew, we are offering a flat 50% discount on course renewal fees. Okay, so I'm repeating: anyone who feels that you want to renew your courses, you can get that at flat 50% discount. And you just need to drop a WhatsApp to I don't know why I can't see the number. I'll put it in the pinned comment description: 90221966678, and my team will help you to renew your courses. Those who have fundamental analysis, I have taken a separate course. I've added a separate lecture in the fundamental analysis course, which is how AI can be used for smarter investing, for finding multi-baggers. And I'm sure you'll enjoy that session as well. That has been added in the fundamental analysis course. Okay. So all in all, today's entire discussion was about, oh yes, now I can find it. Okay. Acha, Pooja is also mentioned here. That for any queries, drop a WhatsApp message to 9022196678. Also, any renewals, you can drop us a message here only, 9022196678. All right. Oh God, so many more people have also joined memberships. So good to see people are upskilling on the Muhurat of Diwali. Hemu, Devidas, then Rishabh, uh, then we have Prasad, we have M. Satish, Ratan, through Michael, then Prasad again, Dinesh, and Abhilek Singh. Happy Diwali. Okay. Jubin already is a member. Okay, take it. Fair enough. Any quick questions? Maybe. Oh, kya baat hai? Niju is saying FATA price action must do. Thank you so much for that, Niju. Anyone who has done these courses, I'm sure you will be. I mean, they know the worth of these courses. I'm sure. Oh, I mean, I've gotten this so many feedbacks that we got a lot of knowledge through these courses. So definitely would tell everyone to definitely enroll, right? Could you recommend any stocks? I never recommend any stocks. Hmm. Old members are gold members, ma'am. Yes. Oh. Prasad Pile. Okay. Profit booking seen in silver in last 2 days closed 10%. If you have seen my latest video on gold and silver, I had already told that there's a great chance that in the shop, I just said that maybe till Diwali, it could be a little bit here and there, but ideally with such a sharp run up, a pullback was more than expected. All right. I think this is it. Last 15 minutes of the Muhurat trading. Hope everyone does some Muhurat trading today. And let this not be just the start. Continue this journey and ensure that this journey builds long term wealth for you and your family. Also, wishing you a happy Diwali one more time. Enjoy the Diwali. Be safe. And may God bless you all with good health and wealth as well. Till then, take care. Jai Hind. Bye bye. And happy Diwali once again.